It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Checking out the Hornets playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games. They can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. And tonight, what about Colin Sexton? 6'2". Kenny, this guy's a natural scorer, still trying to evolve as a playmaker.
Played for a good friend of mine, Avery Johnson. Down there, extremely quick, athletic, creates for himself easily. Still learning how to create for others, but he's a great prospect.
You know what I like? He's unafraid of contact. He pushes the action and plays with a lot of passion.
You afraid of contact?
Nope. It's too quick for you. You couldn't even touch me.
Why'd you move?
Look at that.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm stretching. My neck's hurting.
You guys are both softies. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
The always busy and popular East 4th Street here in Cleveland are setting today. Quicken Loans Arena is just at the end of that block. We've got basketball action at Quicken Loans Arena in downtown Cleveland, Ohio. The home of the Cavaliers, live on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. They'll play this one here in Cleveland before the Cavaliers head back on the road. Still trying to find that groove they had last year. They'd like to grab hold of some new momentum and get closer to where they were a season ago.
And I think for the Cavaliers, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light. And this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good of a team this can be. They have a lot of time to turn around.
You know, C-Web, to put it plainly, both of these teams far from 100%. They've both got injuries they're dealing with right now.
Well, someone has to step up, next man up in the system. This gives other guys a chance to show their stuff. There's great players on the bench waiting for an opportunity, and no excuse for either side. You got to deal with it.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Kaminsky and Zeller are the bigs. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Batum, and it's Graham in at the one spot.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Yeah, guys, and the finish is the perfect capper. I mean, taking it all the way to the 10.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Here's Korver for three. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Korver's got his first 3 points of the game.
If you do not respect that Kyle Korver has been making a living as a sniper from deep, then you haven't been doing your studying. You don't know the scouting report.
Now here's Batum. 14 points from him the last game against Detroit.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Yeah, guys, and his teammates love it. That'll get him a few big pats on the back.
Here's Zeller after Joe Johnson's score. Zeller passes to Lamb. And the three ball is good.
They're finding every shot they've wanted so far. Perfect 3-for-3 start.
Thompson finds Johnson, and he uses the glass on the layup. Johnson's got his second basket of the night.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
Batum, and he makes good on the layup.
That's what I'm talking about. That's a perfect 4-for-4 start for them. Now they're just getting all the shots they want.
Sexton dishes to Thompson. Ball's knocked loose. Johnson against Batum. Here's the teardrop, and Johnson finishes off inside. Johnson's got his third basket of the night right there. Hornets have gone 4 of 4 to start, so a nice offensive rhythm to start here. Passes it to Kaminsky. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Just 5 to shoot. Jacks up a 3, and another 3 for Charlotte.
Whether on the pick and pop or just finding space alone on the perimeter, Kaminsky's already figured out how to punish you from range.
Korver kicks to Thompson. Now here's Sexton. Graham defending. That one doesn't go. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, they allowed way too many easy buckets. I thought they lacked toughness and energy all night.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
Now, here's Sexton. D right on him. Pass to Johnson. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Hornets leading by 3. Now Graham. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Pistons in Detroit. Back to Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
Sometimes it's easy to forget what an unreal athlete Batum is. Extraordinary at timing on these alley-oops.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Thompson. 9 points last game. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Pass to Nance.
And Batum has arms that go on forever and ever and ever, which is why he's so dangerous when it comes to shot blocking.
And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his first foul. And Zeller kicks to Lamb. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Guys, Jeremy Lamb, 2 years at UConn, drafted by the Thunder, but he's come into his own with the Hornets.
Yeah, and what some exec call the second draft, finding young players who, for whatever reason, haven't been able to make an impact with their first team. Sometimes that change of scenery and ability to mature can do wonders for a player.
Johnson surveying the floor. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Batum.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
He kicks it to Graham. Second shot opportunity. The Cavaliers pull it in. Sexton with it. 17 points for him last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
But we got to talk about his D2. 4 steals in the game. I mean, a complete all-around effort for him.
That one a little long.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Well, I like the decision-making, though. I mean, that's a shot you want to keep taking.
Here's Graham. His scoring numbers are pretty strong. He's up there at 21 points a game on average. Batum wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, you got to love it. Everything's working. Offense, defense, already a big lead.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate. with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Cavaliers trail by 13. Sexton kicks to Johnson. To end the run. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Johnson. Sexton's got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte. And
with the type of defense they played that day, they were able to cause a lot of mistakes.
Oh, boy, that was the kind of effort coaches love to see. So active, such energy at the defensive end.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Frank Kaminsky. Now, here's Sexton. Graham defending. Sexton kicks to Nance. The pass to Johnson. Batum with the steal. Here's Graham. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Clarkson passes to Johnson. But they get it back. Joe Johnston on the wing. Sexton kicks to Clarkson. Just 5 on the clock. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Throughout his career, Jordan Clarkson has always been able to score.
You're right, Kevin, and throughout his career, he's always been a guy that can hurt you from outside, mid-range, and in the paint as well. He's a natural scorer when he has the ball in his hands. I mean, he's very adept at navigating traffic and can twist and turn his body to protect the ball, and he gets a shot up inside anytime he wants.
Two shots.
The first one falls. Well, in recent years, C-Web, players have flirted with quadruple doubles, but they're just so elusive. I mean, you've got to do a lot to get those kind of numbers.
Now, think about it. Embiid and Westbrook have both come close. Well, Westbrook comes close to anything with a double at the end of it. And Draymond Green, he missed once on points. Yeah. So, you know, it's so hard to do. I just remember that Akeem, the Dream Olajuwon did it, but you think about it. You're exerting so much energy, communication, and passion in that game. That's why it's so tough to do. And by the way, players are really good. So how are you going to get those 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 10 blocks?
Right, yeah.
Or whatever else you can get along with points. But, yeah, so elusive, yeah.
Offensive rebound. Now, here's Monk. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Passes it to Bridges. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, a bit ago, Teron Lue and I were able to chat. He said that interior presence is #1 on their list defensively. Told me that they have to make it difficult inside and close out the passing lanes to prevent easy looks in the paint. We'll see if that works for him, Kevin.
Thank you, David.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
One shot, gentlemen.
And with Clarkson, as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high-volume, low-efficiency guy. Terrific on catch-and-shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year. And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Now, here's Clarkson. Turned in an outstanding game against Chicago. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Kidd-Gilchrist with it. He's against Fry. And it goes down 2 points. And now it's a 12-point Charlotte lead.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Timeout called, Cleveland. In games that came down to one possession last season, Chris, the Hornets won 1 but lost 5.
Which is better than going winless in those games as they did the season before. But look, you have to have closers on your team, not just clutch players, but guys who can get their own shot against anyone.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Now, here's Monk. He's covered by Clarkson. Monk kicks to Batum. Fades. Charlotte gets it back. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for Cleveland.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
Now, here's Clarkson. Nicholas Batum unable to get his shot to go. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Clarkson. Offensive rebound, Fry. Some solid defense from Kidd-Gilchrist.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the layup.
Here's Hernan Gomez, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
Free throw good, Hernan Gomez.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. You know, C-Web, we're seeing the game evolve. So often the players are the trailblazers, and I'm sure there are guys that you think are changing the game the most.
How many times can you say we've seen something that we've never seen before?
Right.
And to be honest with about that. And Steph Curry, we've never seen that before. He's weaponized the three-pointer more than anyone before, and he's broken his own records. And the great part about it, he plays so balanced. And then you have to look at his teammate. I think at the end of his career, his teammate, Kevin Durant, may be the best offensive player that's entered the NBA. He has that type of skill set because of his height, because of his shooting, his passing, and dribbling, and he plays on a team with some willing passers, and he's a 7-footer. So I get excited when I think about those guys. And then again, the ball handling of Kyrie Irving, I think that is changing the game, along with Harden and being able to draw the fouls that he draws as well on that fast break.
Good examples. And so here's Charlotte following the score by Cleveland. Batum finds Hernan Gomez. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the pause in the action, let's look at the numbers for Thompson. Averaging 5 points per game, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Hill dishes to Thompson. Here's Osman. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Thompson passes to Osman. Shot clock at 6. And no good to start the night, missing his first attempt there.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Monk kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
And the Hornets making a change here. Biombo's checked in. Free throw drops for Kidd-Gilchrist.
Oh my gosh, I just...
Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
On the wing, Batum. He's guarded by Hill. Batum against Hill. From deep. Hands it from downtown. Monk's got 6.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Batum against Hill. A floater. Biombo with the block. And now Batum pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Oh, and really, Batum is so fast driving inside. The D is in a tough spot when he's going strong to the basket.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Two.
And he makes the first.
Well, so far, if you look at the totality, Batum has put together a very impressive career. He's had a great stroke from outside in addition to his outstanding defense.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And if they keep draining the threes like they've been so far, their lead is safe. And we'll be back with you shortly. A top performer in clutch situations, Joe Johnson discusses his mindset when the game is on the line.
For me, not wanting to let my teammates down. I've always been kind of thrust in that position. For the most part, man, I just try and take my time. Nobody's really helping on the last second shot. Nobody wants their man to score, so it's just a mano a mano, and luckily I've made a few.
I'd say more than a few at this point. Joe Johnson has shown, Greg, that he's capable in the clutch.
And size and shooting touch, two things that age well in our league. He can still get it done.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They balled out to an early lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. They've got Monk. Bridges out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Batum in at the 1. For Cleveland, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And with the long season ahead, for the best teams, Chris, you get the feeling they wish the playoffs could start tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, didn't we see that with Golden State last year? It looked like they were a little bored during the season.
Right.
But what happens during the playoff season? That's why we call it 2 different seasons. But once you reach that elite level, Kevin, everything you do is geared toward winning a championship. Everything you do. And so that's why it's so fun watching the best of the best.
And Golden State showed that, of course, last year. Here's Graham. He's guarded by Hill. Pass to Monk. Now, here's Bridges. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Clarkson surveying the floor. Biyombo with the block. Kidd-Gilchrist dishes to Bridges. Charlotte moving the ball around. And Hill has it in the corner. Wide open shot is on the money.
And you can't lose track of Hill, a money shooter on the spot.
Charlotte leading by 14. Graham kicks to Bridges. Pass to Biyombo. Dishes it to Bridges. Back to Biyombo. At the top of the key, Monk. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Fry. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Cleveland. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter.
I don't care who it is. You can't leave him wide open from that range.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, with all the turmoil in the Cavs locker room last season, some wondered if head coach Tyronn Lue's job could be in jeopardy. Despite leading the team to its first championship in 2016, Lue, like a lot of coaches, finds that his future in the NBA is always subject to speculation. Kevin?
All right, D.A., thank you. Cleveland shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Larry Nance is checked in for Thompson. Johnson comes in for Channing Frye. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Jetty Osman. And it's Sexton in for Hill.
Shot, gentlemen.
On the free throw, no good.
Former first-team All-Rookie after being picked in the second round. Clarkson, a draft day steal.
From 11 feet away, no good off the back of the rim.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Now here's Lamb. Tight defense on him. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
Shooting 1.
Free throw drops for Lamb. One thing that's added a little pressure to Lamb's development, Chris, his link to James Harden.
Well, yeah, maybe the most important trade piece received back from Harden. I mean, it's taken Lamb a while to develop. He's coming around, though, but Harden, of course, I mean, he's perennial MVP candidate.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Joe Johnson. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Now, here's Sexton. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Now, here's Clarkson, covered by Lamb. Had the space there, but it's offline. Hornets leading by 15. A baseline J. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
How about the concentration? He gets hit, but stays with the play and gets the finish.
For Charlotte, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One shot. One shot.
Free throw drops for Lamb.
Now, after that great college tournament we all remember Jeremy Lamb performing in, Lamb was drafted 12th overall by the Rockets, but his career had a bit of a seesaw for a while.
Sexton the pass to Nance. Johnson left side. Here's Sexton. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Bridges against Korver. Bridges kicks to Lamb. Shoots from the elbow. And the dunk by Zeller.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
Nance outside. To the right side. The shot by Sexton, no good.
He had 1 3-pointer in the first, but still searching for that second.
No good from Lamb.
Now, he had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter, and it hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
Korver kicks to Sexton. Shoots over Graham. The shot by Sexton, no good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Bridges. Lamb finds Zeller. And here is Lamb. He's guarded by Johnson. The Hornets need to get a shot off here.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
They need this one. Off the left rim and out.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What do the young kids say today? Ride that wave?
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Sexton dishes to Johnson. Now, here's Sexton. Tight defense on him. The Cavaliers again can't hit.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Bridges passes to Lamb. And here's Biyombo. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Sexton kicks to Korver. To the inside, Nance. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Nance has got his first 2 points of the night.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Charlotte.
Here's Graham. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the middle, Bridges with the steal. And Lamb with a clear path to the hoop. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
That free throw, no good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Fry's checked in, and then for Charlotte, Hernangomez comes in for Zeller. And it's Batum in for Bridges. Good on the second free throw.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Sexton the pass to Johnson. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is good. Johnson's got 8 points.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Nance comes with the double team, and the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kaminsky is checked in for Bismack Biyombo.
Frank Kaminsky.
Outside, Batum. 6 to shoot. Shoots a 3. That shot off, and it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Away from home, you got to execute, and they did that flawlessly.
Yeah, and they also controlled the pace of the game for most of the night. Outstanding effort in a hostile environment.
Fry, good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Lamb finds Batum. And again, the Hornets missing. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Knocked loose. Johnson, the pass to Sexton. Cleveland moving the ball around. Lets it go from 11. Bank shot, no good.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Here's Hernangomez. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Now Sexton. Nance outside. Kicks to Johnson. That shot off the mark. Great D that time from Batum.
His struggles this quarter continue. The D's done a good job
on the wing, Lamb. And the pass to Graham. Now Hernangomez. He dishes it to Batum.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Oh, look, the multi-talented Batum. He has all the skills. He has the strength, the length, the athleticism. I mean, for him, it's all about staying aggressive on both ends of the floor.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he makes the first. And Chris, some people feel Batum should take over games more than he does.
Well, he certainly has the talent. But then again, every team needs great complementary pieces too, and that's what he is. You just have to decide who you want to be.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Nance. Usman comes in for Johnson. And George Hill's subbed in for Sexton. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. He kicks it to Thompson. And the call will be against Hernangomez. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
Kidd-Gilchrist against Korver. From outside the arc. And the basket by Hill. Hill's got his second bucket tonight.
His field goal percentage is creeping up there now. I mean, it wasn't pretty in the first quarter.
And Batum kicks to Hernangomez. Over Thompson. Outside Kidd-Gilchrist. Pass to Monk. Pass to Hernangomez. And he jams it with authority.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Now here is Hill. 5 points in the game. Thompson dishes to Korver. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Usman. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Nicholas Batum. He's putting up 9 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And the numbers won't wow you, but I like the effort he brings to the table each and every night.
Yeah, he hustles, does the little things, just a good complimentary guy who you need on your team.
Pass to Monk. 9 feet out. Basket counts. Monk's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Usman kicks to Thompson. And here's Hill for 3. Rebounded by Kaminsky. Kaminsky's got his 6th rebound on the night. Outside Kidd-Gilchrist. Now the pass to Batum. To the middle, trying to find Hernangomez. Gets it to him.
Well, when Batum, Kevin, spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Hill deciding where to go with it. Lets a floater go, and it's good on the way-in. 7 points in the game.
And the floater, very much part of Hill's repertoire. I mean, at his height, that's a useful shot.
With 1 on the clock, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Joe, you really came out on fire tonight. Did you feel like you needed to do more?
I'm just trying to be more assertive, man, on both ends of the court. You know, I think everybody has to step up, so I'm just trying to do my part.
You did that and more, Joe. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Charlotte in control. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic. That's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
Looking at Cleveland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They relied way too heavily on the three-point shot in the first half. Their long-range game was off. That's my off sound, Ernie. They were off. but they still settle for the outside shots. They got to put more pressure on the defense by pounding it inside and attacking the basket.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, Jeremy Lamb? An impressive effort here today.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Nance and Thompson are up front. Sexton is out there with Kyle Korver. And it's Johnson in at the three. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Here's Johnson, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Johnson, the pass to Sexton. Looking for Nance, and he gets it there. Nance slams it in.
And getting better at distributing in the pick and roll. Sexton wants to evolve more as a passer.
Here's Graham, guarded by Korver. Passes it to Batum. Clock at 6, over Sexton. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. To the paint, here's Zeller, and the layup's good off the glass. Zeller's got 6.
Look, he has a good feel for the painted area. Zeller, never in a rush, very deliberate with his moves.
Nance finds Johnson. Batum with the steal. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And stolen by Sexton. 17-foot shot on the way. Here's Johnson. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Nice work to get in position for the rebound and the putback. He has no off switch.
Now here's Lamb. He's guarded by Johnson. Batum passes to Zeller. And the dunk by Zeller.
One of the more positive attributes of Zeller, the explosiveness to play above the rim on a regular basis.
And stolen by Zeller. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Graham kicks to Lamb. For 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 18.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Johnson. 10 points for him. Lets it go from 11. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Graham. Guarded by Korver. Graham kicks to Zeller. Batum with the ball. He's got 19. Here's Kaminsky. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Thompson. Here's Sexton. Back to Thompson. The dish to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And a look here at the shot chart for Batum.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Now here's Batum. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Outside Korver. The open look here for Sexton. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. Sexton's got 5 points so far.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
With the floater, and the layup good by Batum.
He's been in control here tonight, helping them get in front with his work from the field.
Nick Batum, a versatile swingman out of France, a solid shooter and able to create for himself and his teammates.
Now, here's Sexton. He has 5. And Lamb slams it home.
Now, it's still a balancing act between production and potential. Lamb is having a huge scoring night, which hopefully he can build on for the future.
And for Batum, a steady vet, but a huge contract.
Yeah, and that infamous summer of 2016 with the cap spike. I mean, he's a capable starter, but 5 years, $120 million, boy, that's a pretty penny. And all the skill used on that crossover, might want to save a little bit for the finish. Unable to convert there.
Now, here's Batum. 21 points in the game. And Lamb kicks to Kaminsky. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. He's got 7.
Now look, guys try to get physical with Kaminsky, but he has the body control and focus to finish through the contact.
Sexton the pass to Thompson. Joe Johnston on the wing. Defended by Batum. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Here's Lamb. They get it again. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And it's Korver in the corner. Dishes to Nance. Johnson outside. Wide open shot is on the money. Johnson's got 12 points in the game. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They host the 76ers after this game. They start a 3-game homestand with that game. Here's Kaminsky. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Nance with it. Now guarded by Kaminsky. And Nance kicks to Sexton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
He's done almost no damage from three-point range in this game. No threes in this half and only 1 in the first.
Lamb dishes to Zeller. It's stolen by Korver. And it's Graham missing. For Cleveland, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Now, here's Sexton. He has 5.
Wow, he's really been dragging them down tonight.
Now, here's Lamb. Defense is right there. Outside, Batum. No coverage that time. Batum's got 24 points.
And that gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Korver passes to Sexton. Back to Korver. Kicks it to Sexton. 6 to shoot. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
He's the key if they're going to make a run. He's been way off this quarter.
Here's Batum, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking it.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Now here's Johnson. 12 points for him. Over Kaminsky. Johnson's shot is off. Now here's Lamb. He's guarded by Johnson. It's stolen by Johnson. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Sexton. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Sexton's got 4 this quarter.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
Now here's Lamb. 20 points for him. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Channing Fries checked in for Thompson. Usman comes in for Johnson. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And George Hill's subbed in for Sexton. Pass to Biyombo. Charlotte moving the ball around. Clock at 6. Shoots a 3. The Cavaliers pull it in. To the inside. Nance. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Nance has got 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
The pass to Biyombo. He kicks to Monk. Trying to find Hernangomez. Gets it to him. Over Nance. Shot's good by Hernangomez. He's got 10.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Outside Hill. Passes it to Clarkson. There's the triple. Sinks the triple.
No, Clarkson loves to drive, but he's also improving from distance.
Pass to Monk. Banked in off the glass.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Another 3 for Cleveland.
Now, this is what Clarkson is capable of. Certain nights where he carries you with his scoring.
There's 1:47 left in the third quarter. Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. Nance with the rebound.
He's got to be wondering, how did he miss that? I mean, he had all the space in the world.
Here's Osman. He's covered by Kidd-Gilchrist to the middle. And Fry slams it in.
And that was the correct play to make. George Hill, a very discerning playmaker.
And here are the Hornets now. 1:15 left to play here in the third. It's stolen by Hill. To the inside. Fry, good. Fry's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. To the right side. Monk kicks to Biyombo. Pulls it from 20. It's no good. He is 4 for 10 in the game. It's deflected. Left side, Kidd-Gilchrist. And the foul on Larry Nance Jr. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
Decker's checked in for Larry Nance. 35 seconds left in the third. For Charlotte, they have shot 10 of 13 from the free throw line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Hornets, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. At the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing.
And the potential that Kidd-Gilchrist has is exciting. A rangy defender who is finding his offense slowly but surely.
And he sinks the second.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
Here's Hill. 7 points in the game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Osman. Back to Fry. Over Hernangomez. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Biyombo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now, here's Monk, guarded closely. Tipped away. Stolen by Clarkson. And so it's Charlotte, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And on the court for Charlotte as we start the fourth. Hill finds Smith. No good with the layup. The Hornets shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Pass to Biyombo. Charlotte moving it around. The 10-footer. He squares up and sinks it. Bridges has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Hornets. Smith outside.
Charlotte foul. Number 55. That's his first personal foul.
To the right side. Here's Decker, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Miles Bridges.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Sam Decker. 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Kicks it to Biyombo. Now the pass to Bacon. Over Hill. Bacon's shot is off. The Cavaliers shooting not great, 40% for the game. Decker passes to Hill. He can't get it to go. And Charlotte will come the other way. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. He's guarded by Hill. 4 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Decker with it. Bridges covering. Now here's Fry. Tight defense on him. Clock at 6. That's a 2 from Smith. Misses off the right iron. Charlotte shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Here's Bacon. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for the Hornets, Dwayne Bacon. 2 shots.
Two shots.
First one falls for him.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
That one is no good. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Nwaba kicks to Decker. Passes it to Smith. Fires top of the key. And that one hits back iron. And here is Bridges. Step back and squared up.
The jumper Bridges has is wet, demonstrating how lethal he is from his spots on the court.
Now here is Smith. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Snatched away. And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That's foul number 2 for him. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Hood comes in for George Hill.
For your Cavaliers, Rodney Hood. Tristan Thompson.
It's picked off. Here's Bridges. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Down low. And Thompson throws it down.
Look, this is what Thompson wants every time. He wants to get near the rim and try to throw it down.
Covered by Hood. Pass to Bridges. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. And Thompson throws it down.
That's good.
Well, look, I love how Thompson keeps his eyes on the basket. Even while getting hit, he muscles through it all.
Greg, what are some of the positives that Tristan Thompson's play brings to the team?
Still a very efficient scorer on the shots that he does take. And he lives mostly inside the paint. And still a strong offensive rebounder. But his days of being a threat on the offensive end as the game has evolved seems to have kind of gone away.
One shot.
And that one misses.
Now, we've all seen this guy's development. Thompson has proven to be a valuable role player. He's exceptional at tracking down rebounds and a more than capable defender.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
And count it from 19 feet away. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Smith inside, fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Smith.
Now, we know this guy Smith is one of the most fearless shooters in the game. I don't know if he's ever seen a shot he didn't like.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Thompson outside. Inside, Nwaba. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Hornets have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th. Pass to Bacon. Over Thompson. And that's an air ball. Not even close. Decker passes to Nwaba. He kicks it to Smith. There's the pass to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Smith right side. Again, the Cavaliers score.
Oh, I love how he just filled that up. Smith, so effortless with his shot.
Covered by Hood. Out to the right wing. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Bacon. Goes back up. It doesn't go for him. Cavaliers go the other way with it.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
And it's Smith missing. Charlotte shooting 40% in the 4th. Here's Bridges. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Just so precise off the pass. I like how Bridges prepares himself to shoot as the ball is coming his way.
Here's Nwaba. Kicks to Thompson. Outside Hood. Steps back and shoots. And again, it's Cleveland.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. For the Cavaliers, Osman comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Sexton in for David Nwaba. And a switcher also for Charlotte, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Bacon. Outside, Batum. From deep. Got a piece of it. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Osman kicks to Hood. Shoots over Batum. Hood can't get it to go. Charlotte's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And he drops it in from the low post. And that's now 28 points for Batum.
Oh, and Batum just has astounding body control, which is what allows him to hit shots despite obvious physical contact.
Passes it to Sexton. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Charlotte. Charlotte shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. To the inside. Batum, good. Batum's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now Sexton. Pass to Thompson. Here's Osman. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Outside, Batum. It's not going to go for him.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Sexton with it. Osman. He can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Bridges, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 9 points now in just the second half. Sexton the pass to Thompson. He dishes it to Hood. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Pass to Bridges. The 3 ball. And another three for Charlotte.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
For Cleveland, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Sexton kicks to Thompson. And the call will be against Hernangomez. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
At the line for your Cavaliers, Tristan Thompson. At the line for two.
Two.
He misses the free throw. David Nwaba is checked in for Cleveland. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. The pass to Bridges. Some nice pass in here by Charlotte. Kaminsky, the pass to Bridges. And another three for Charlotte.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Now, here's Sexton. He kicks it to Thompson. Passes to Osman. They need this, and that one, good.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
Right side, Batum. Pass to Hernangomez. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The dish to Bridges. From deep. And it's Osman with the rebound.
And if you want to drive your coach crazy, this is a good place to start.
Come on, man. This is a clown move. Heaving it from the parking lot, showing very little respect for the gang.
Second personal foul. Shooting for Cleveland, David Nwaba. Taking 2 shots.
Two.
That free throw, no good. Channing Frye's checked in for Tristan Thompson. And the second free throw, good.
They'll take it even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Charlotte.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Nicholas Batum.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now, here's Bridges. A stupendous finish in traffic.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
Wow, this is just a huge road win. These guys banded together. Just an awesome performance.
Here's Osman. They grab their own miss. Nwaba kicks to Decker. Here's Osman. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.